let's see. So I guess we could talk about which games we've already bought.
Sure.
Because I bought a shitload.
What did you get?
I bought, wow, quite a few actually. I bought Skullgirls. It's a fighter.
Yeah, I see that one.
Yep.
Looks good.
Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction Deluxe Edition.
You, sir, are a mouthful.
Right. Psychonauts.
Yeah, good game.
The Bioshock Infinite Season Pass, so I got all 3 DLCs for $11 instead of $33 respectively. That's $33 on sale.
Is it still on sale?
Yeah, should be.
I should get that.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to get the one where they're under the sea.
Yeah, well, it's a 3-parter. Each part off sale is like $15, so you're looking at another $45. So the $12 or $11 for the season's pass gets you all those DLCs for cheap. So
cool.
It's totally worth it. I picked up the Stanley Parable. I know some people have opinions on that game. I figured, why the shit not?
Yeah, I think we've all heard my feelings on that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's. I still don't think it's a game. I think it's. But people get what they want out of it. I'm fine with that.
It's not really a game per se. It's more kind of like an experience.
Yeah, it's. Like
and the narration is hilarious. So.
Yeah, I think the cost of entry for that is pretty low. So yeah, if that's how much did you pay for that one?
A few bucks, I think.
Yeah, it was like $3, I think, or $4.
Yeah, something like that. It was cheap enough for me to go, yeah, okay, as a throw-in. I think it was $2.99 or $3.99, something like that.
Very good.
Yeah. After that, I bought Gone Home.
Gone Home. Oh yeah, okay. I've seen little bits and pieces on that one.
The soundtrack seems interesting. The game itself, kind of a weird one. Again, it's not really a game per se. It's more of an experience.
Right.
I don't know. I've been into this whole like artsy game thing as of late. I don't know what it is. It's because sometimes like you can't think of a movie to watch, so it's like, maybe I'll play a game, but you don't really want to have to like play a game.
Yeah, like I know what you're saying. Yeah. Kind of like a Telltale. You still kind of play that a little bit, but
yeah, basically
more or less interacting with the story.
After that, I bought The Novelist because I heard you liked it.
I did like it.
So, again, that's another one that isn't really a game. Kind of, not really. It's more of an experience.
Yeah.
So, kind of a theme here.
Yeah, very indie kind of thing going on.
Then I bought Metal Slug 3 because I'm a huge fan of the Metal Slug games. I didn't realize how fucking hard it was going to be.
That game is notoriously hard.
Oh yeah, like if I were playing this in arcade, or the playthrough I did, if I were to do that in an arcade, I would have been $10 down within like the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
God, Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Oh, very good, very good.
I'm hanging my head in shame right now, though.
That game, that sale did not go deep enough for me. What was
it? No, it was $19, 18, something like
18? That. Oh yes, yeah, it almost did, but if it was down to 15, that was a deal.
It was a real struggle to buy it. Like I was like, I don't know, man. Okay, fine. Yeah, I still have to. Well, I don't know. Do I have to finish Assassin's Creed 3?
No,
not. Probably not. I'll just watch a playthrough online and be like, okay.
Yeah.
Another game I bought was Year Walk. Yeah, it's some type of like Scandinavian or something in that ish area. Experience instead of game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. I dove into it for a bit and it's weird, but I like it. So that's a thing. Also picked up Haunt the House, Terror Town.
I don't know where you're finding these games, dude. You're deep in the bowels of Steam.
Oh, dude, yeah. It was like a few bucks. I think it was like 2 or 3. And I'm like, you know what? I watched the little trailer for it. I'm like, okay, that looks kind of cute. So I bought it. It's a game. That's about as much as I can say about it. I don't know. It's kind of fun, but at the same time, it gets old fast.
It looks kind of neat. I like the art
Yeah,
style.
yeah. Well, that's why I bought it, the art style mainly. But yeah, the play style gets a little old, a little quick. But you know, it's one of those pick up and just like play for a bit and then put down and walk away kind of games.
I like those.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Grabbed Battle Block Theater.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good too.
Don't like it. I
You
do
not?
not like it.
Oh,
No, it's I'd call it an iPad game.
okay.
And it may have actually started out that way. I can't remember, but it's kind of like, you know, Angry Birds and shit, where you get 3 stars if you finish the level in X amount of time, and if you don't finish all the objectives, you get only 2 stars, and blah blah blah.
Okay.
It's a lot of that. It's very simple, but at the same time, the controls are not explained very well. Like the whole gist to some of the original good video games is you don't really have to figure it out. And if you do have to figure it out, the game gives you enough hints to figure it out. They missed the mark on this one.
Okay.
It's cute.
Fair enough.
I liked Castle Crashers, made by the same team. Actually, I think this one was first, or I can't remember. Either way, I only paid a couple dollars for it, so I'm not butthurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I might give it another shake later on. Again, it's one of those ones you just pick it up, play for a few minutes, and be like, okay, I had my fun, and then put it away. Also picked up The Cave.
Okay.
I think that's a Double Fine game. I can't remember. The art style looked cool.
It kind of got a pass. A lot of people thought it should have been better than it really was.
That's probably going to be my experience too. I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
But it kind of reminds me of like the Swapper style gameplay mixed in with Limbo and Spelunky, all kind of like mishmashed into one game.
Okay.
That's the impression I get just from what I've seen. I haven't played it, so.
Right.
Keep in mind, this is a long list I've got going on here. I got Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days.
I saw you playing that one.
It's not good.
Nope. No, it's not. It's good multiplayer. That's pretty much the only redeeming
quality. It's again, it's one of those ones where it doesn't explain anything. You just kind of have to figure shit out, like spam buttons and see what it does. The gunplay is weird. Like you have blind fire, and then you can aim down your iron sights, but depending on which one is going to get you killed really quickly, the other one is you're not going to hit anything. I'll play it a little bit more here and there. I was really surprised. It's a Squeenix game, right?
Yeah, Squeenix.
Yeah. I was a little surprised because for a Square Enix game, I was expecting more. But, it is what it is. It was really cheap, so I don't care. I think it was like $2.50. God loves Steam Summer Sale. I love them so
I know.
much.
I'm already just deep into my wallet here.
What else did I buy? I picked up Far Cry 3.
Okay.
That was, the AAA title. I sat on it last summer sale. It didn't go deep enough. This year it went deep.
Yeah, it's
discount.
$14.
I think I paid less. I think I paid
$7.50
on a flash sale.
Well, I missed that one then.
Yeah, well, flash sales, man. You gotta get on that shit.
Wow. I totally blanked on that one. That sucks.
That's okay. But yeah, Far Cry 3. There's not much I can say about that game. It's good. Here's another weird one. 30 Flights of Loving.
No.
Really?
I've never heard of that one.
Really?
30 Flights of Loving.
Wow. Do you remember the game Gravity Bone? Wow. You're missing out on a really interesting experience. Gravity Bone you can get for free, so look it up, download it, play it. It's short, it's hilarious. 30 Flights of Loving is, I don't know if it's a direct sequel or if it's just, by the same guys and they made a different game. Don't know. Haven't played it yet. I have it installed. Keeping in mind, I've bought a shitload of games, so it's going to take me a while to get to all these.
Okay.
But yeah, 30 Flights of Loving. It's a thing. So
okay, I'm just. I think I've seen it before, and I recognize the art style, and I did a big hard pass on it. But they're saying the story wise, it's a pretty incredible game.
Gravity Bone 2, it's a fun experience. It's not really a story game. It's not really action. it's something that you play, and by the time you finish it, you're like, huh, okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah,
All right. Yeah.
that was yeah,
That was an experience. Okay, that's good. That's something that I usually go for that kind of crap.
Yeah, so if it gets cheap again, don't know if it's on sale at the moment, but yeah, just keep an eye on it. If it goes down,
On for $2.50.
grab it. That's good. Yeah.
All right, got it. Done. Pulling the
trigger. Sweet. Steam sale.
Yeah. As we speak.
Right. Another one I bought was Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
I had heard really good things about it. You know, when people talk about the game, they talk about it in such a way where, you know, it was like an experience that they really enjoyed, and it was like the kind of like forgotten gem, blah blah blah. It's okay.
Who says that? I certainly didn't say that.
A lot of I don't know, different podcasts that I listen to and stuff, but
I know. But PS3, I got it for the PS3, and yeah, I just didn't really. I mean, it's great when everything is working, when all the cylinders are firing, you're running, you're jumping, you're doing all this crap. As soon as you get like bogged down with the fighting and the jumping, which is a huge part of the game, it just turns into this really like a really mediocre, not great game.
Well, that's the other thing. There's too many controls. Mm-hmm. I don't say this much about games. There are too many damn controls. And this is a guy coming from a guy who played World of Warcraft and had 24 key bindings for his rogue.
Yeah.
That I didn't even have to look at the keyboard. I could hit those in perfect, synchronicity. And I find Mirror's Edge has too many controls.
Yeah, there's a bit of a twitch factor involved with the with hammering some of the controls and timing it just right. It really is. I think if you're into fighting games, if you're into those kind of like combo moves and that, you'd probably have an easy time with it. But I'm
so like
not
Batman people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't gotten too heavy into Batman. That might be why.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks all right. I'll keep playing it because obviously, I own it. So, but my initial impressions a little bit spastic.
Yeah, definitely. and also, if you have any sort of if you're affected by lights and flashing and epilepsy, you probably wouldn't like that game too much either. But,
yeah. And last but not least, Mercenary Kings.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I made a comment on your Steam profile about that, how cool that game looks.
And I made a comment right back in Skype.
I saw that. So you don't like it, or just they haven't given it a chance?
Okay, the soundtrack is good.
Yeah, very good.
The art style, beautiful.
Yeah, amazing.
The controls, terrible.
Okay, all right.
Abysmal.
Like, you playing with a controller, keyboard, mouse, like what?
No, Xbox 360 controller. But I mean, you compare something to like Spelunky. Spelunky controls are very fluid, intuitive. You basically can how your character is going to react based on your input. Whereas Mercenary Kings, your character doesn't quite do what you're really wanting them to do. Maybe I'm spoiled because of all these other games, and I'm just not getting it.
Like, is there a delay? I'm not sure.
Kinda, like, how when you're moving forward and you hit jump, you will kind of expect that you would do sort of like a arc jump forward.
Okay.
This game, I don't know, it feels really clumsy. Not only that, but I finally got around to starting the first mission, and the objective was rescue one hostage. Okay, fair enough. So I'm going through the level, not seeing him. Getting shot the fuck up. Where's the guy? There's no waypoints, no markers, no guidance. Now, again, this is kind of harkening back to being a spoiled gaming brat, where games are like, hey, you, over here, this is what you want to do, like pointing arrows and
yeah.
Completely devoid of all that.
So you basically need to have Google or some sort of wiki right beside you when you play.
Kind of. The other irritating factor is each level has a time limit.
Oh no.
It also the level can branch out into all these different paths and directions,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, I was just here like a minute ago. I guess that wasn't the right way.
And then you got to fight through all those monsters again, or mobs.
That's the thing. They respawn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
quickly.
Okay.
And some of those enemies are really hard. So, Mercenary Kings, I'll play it a little bit more. I'm probably going to watch some playthroughs or do a little bit more research into that game, because the initial taste in my mouth was a bit sour as a result. Which sucks, because it intrinsically, it is a good-looking game, a good-sounding game, fairly solid, but just missing a few of the key points for me.
Yeah. Was that a Steam Greenlight sale or Greenlight?
I believe it was originally a Greenlight. I vaguely believe, I think it was, but it's kind of similar to Metal Slug basically, but Metal Slug controls better.
Yeah, more twitchy. I think what they were going for here was a bit more of a. Is there like an RPG element to it, or is there any like you level up your character?
There's leveling up. There's crafting. There's upgrades to your player, like bionics and stuff like that. It's got an RPG-ish element.
Yeah. So I think that's what they were trying to do, but I think it's hard. That's difficult. I mean, because so many of these, and I think the theme of this year has been it's like Minecraft but with X. That's the theme of this year. You know what I mean? Like,
if you have to compare your game to Minecraft, you're doing it wrong.
Or how about it's like Terraria but with guns? You know. That's what I'm getting at here, and I think that's kind of where people, or at least developers, tend to lose a little bit of focus.
Yeah.
On the actual, is it fun part of their shooter? That's unfortunate.
I was watching some documentary not that long ago where basically they had the same kind of thing where they missed out on the is it fun part.
Yeah.
Is the game fun? No. Well, then go back to the drawing board. Do it again.
Yeah, and that's kind of what the Steam, and I don't want to get too. I think that's the thing with Steam sales is that it's like, okay, well, I probably this isn't a game I wouldn't get, or it hasn't really got really good reviews, but for $1 and a couple pesos, whatever. Right? And that's sort of thing where we can maybe get around it. I'm still going to pick that up. Mercenary Kings.
Yeah, do it. I mean, there's a whole level of crafting in that game, and you can make some pretty hilarious weapons. Like, there was one weapon I saw with a toilet on the barrel.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to know what that's about.
The trombone guns look pretty funny.
Yes. And I believe on the Google Plus page, I posted an article about, some really interesting crafted weapons that are kind of not necessarily OP, but really fun. So there's options, but yeah.
And Chivos for Steam, so I'm gonna give it a go.
Exactly. I think a lot of these purchases were just to get to that $10, that $10 mark, so I could get another card for my team.
How many doubles did you get?
Tons, but
I got so many.
Dude, put them up on the market.
Yeah. I've just figured that out today. Now that the price has dropped.
I bet you Steam's making a fuckload of money on the market right now.
Probably.
I'm not even kidding, man.
Yeah.
Like, because of this game, people now, or because of this competition, people now know what the market is, what it does. A lot of people are funneling money into it to buy these virtual cards to complete the decks, to get the badge, to get their team points. Steam, you guys are fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, they absolutely brilliant marketing ploy, way to get money out of microtransactions. Because, I mean, if you look at, I'm Team Purple, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, you won the first one. I won the second one. I was Team Red.
Day 1, we killed it.
Yeah.
Red fucking murdered Day 2. Green completely annihilated out of the fucking water Day 3.
I have no idea how they did that. No idea.
I don't know. I figure because a lot of them are from V, they may have figured out an exploit.
Oh, I see.
Possibly, and I'm not. This is hyperbole. I'm, just guessing. But right now, Team Pink is very in the lead today.
I didn't even. Oh, due next day. Oh yeah, there they are.
Yep.
Team Pink.
Yep, daily scoreboard.
Yeah, I'm in dead last.
Hey, you're Team Red.
Yeah.
Oh man,
well,
my team's neck and neck with purple or green right now.
I assure you, I didn't win any of those games on my wish list.
No, me neither. You only win them if you contribute. So
yeah. Oh, okay. Some of the games that I've been playing. All right. Well, first thing I picked up was The Walking Dead Season 2.
nice.
I really had to get that one. Not just based on a lot of what you said about it, how you liked it,
Mhm.
and I really liked the first one. So
And Telltale games, man, they're solid.
exactly. I mean, I like that developer. I want them to be successful, and they can have all my monies.
Exactly.
I also picked up Spore finally after 6 years. Wow.
Spore, huh?
Yeah, it's great up until the civilization mode, and then they mandate you design your own buildings before you can use them. Fuck that.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't even place them on the ground unless you customize them. And I just no, man.
I enjoyed Spore. I got Spore for my original Nintendo DS and played it up to a point.
Yeah,
I think Spore is one of those games where you play it up to a point and then you're like, yeah.
I really wish they developed the first 3 stages, so the tide pool, and then the where you're on the ground and you kind of you get your little spit launchers and I spent all that DNA getting acid spitting hand mandibles. I should be able to use it later in stages. You just can't.
Aw.
So yeah. Anyway, I was really disappointed, but I probably will play that one more time. And at like $6, I got what I wanted out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those, you pick it up, you play it for a bit, you put it down, and you had some fun.
Yeah. I guess I picked up Rage, and I don't remember picking that one up. I have no idea where that came from.
You must have done that at like 2 in the morning when you were waiting for like the sales to roll over.
I think so. I think that's exactly what it was. I know I wasn't drinking, so.
Oh no! I bet you probably picked it up because it was cheap and you were looking to get that $10.
That's probably what it was. Yeah, and I got the DLC for it. So.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I know. Got
Cool.
hosed.
Eh.
All right. So then, some of the really good games that I picked up, Banished. That was a surprise game. Again, it was just like $4. Whatever. It looks interesting.
I've seen a lot of people on my friends list playing that lately.
Yeah, hard game. So you lead a group of settlers trying to find a new land in a completely desolate forest.
Yes.
You have just a few minutes to build a basic shelter and supply your food. Otherwise, you die horribly. And I got a video of me doing that. I'm going to put on the website.
Oh, yes, please do.
It's horrible. Like, just, I was rewatching it, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's my mistake, and yeah. So I made about 6 playthroughs before I finally survived my first winter.
Yeah, one of my coworkers, he was telling me about the game. He's like, apparently you need food over the winter, so I got everyone killed.
Yeah.
He's like, apparently my guys don't want to harvest in the dead of winter. I'm like, well, why not? Keeps you warm.
And they won't do anything if they're cold.
No.
That's the other thing. And if you lose tools, then they can't do anything either, so they die. And then I had a soft heart for these settlers that came in, and they all had that horrible diarrhea disease. Yeah, and they all died. So
now you know why you got banished from main civilization, because
yeah. I'm just bad luck.
Darwinism, the game.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna have a couple videos of that on the website soon.
Oh, that's awesome.
And 7 Days to Die. I remember I texted you saying this game sucks.
Uh-huh.
It's actually...
Oh, did you change your mind now?
A little bit. So I had a couple of... I watched a couple of playthroughs on YouTube.
And realized you were doing something wrong?
Oh, yeah.
That's like me. It's like me.
Again, it's one of those... It's like Minecraft, but with X. It's like Minecraft with zombies, in this case. So you gotta punch trees, you gotta get wood, you gotta take that wood, make a forge, then you can get, all the tools that you need to actually get something out of that game. And, it does a really good job graphically of hiding the box, like the little voxels, I guess they're called. Like everything is destructible in that game, everything. And I think it's really cool actually what they've gone ahead and hidden the squares to make it more like a what do you call it? Left 4 Dead game. Looks like Left 4 Dead. So I'm gonna keep playing that one. Yeah,
All right.
really impressed. Finally, so Final Fantasy VII.
I was really on the edge of that one. I'm like, do I want to? No.
Yeah. All right. And then just, of course, 30 Flights of Loving. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just picked that one up.
Cool.
So, game I'm looking forward to. I really want to go deep into sale is Banner Saga.
Are we talking wish list stuff now?
Oh, we can, or do you want to?
Yeah, do it, man.
All right. So yeah, Banner Saga. I guess I first found out about that because of all the controversy around the guy who did the orchestra. His name escapes me.
Oh, the guy we talked about last podcast.
Yeah. So he did he was quite famous. He did
the dude who got fined.
Yeah,
$50,000. Motherfucker. Anyway,
and it looks good. I saw a couple of quick looks on Giant Bomb and that, and it's a game that you kind of play once and that's it. It sounds like. You get the story. There's 2 stories. You merge the stories together. You fight at the final end, and it's game over. But it has a really cool it looks like a professional game. It doesn't look like an indie game at all. The art style, the fighting style is like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that one, and the only other one I'm really looking forward to, maybe getting deeper, is Total Annihilation. Let's see. I think that's actually on a flash sale right now.
Total Annihilation.
Yeah, that's another Greenlight game. It was on for $60. Like they wanted early access $60.
Right.
Yeah, and now it's down to I think 14.
Still too much.
Still too much for early access. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's where they make all their money. Now that's a whole other. I mean, this is another podcast we could do on this, but
oh yeah,
yeah. I don't know. They're just gonna make all their money from early access, and that's it. So
that's the trouble about early access. It's like, yeah, everybody, give us money. We'll make the game. Well, you can have this much of it. We lost interest. Thanks.
Yeah. When I said Total Annihilation, I meant Planetary Annihilation. By the way, that's what I meant. So it's on right now for $17. That's 66% off. So
yeah, that's still too much. 75%, maybe still a little too much for me.
Yeah,
I know that's kind of along your alley of games, though.
I would definitely get it at $9.99 for sure.
Yeah.
I'd pull the trigger. Okay, that's it for me. What about you? What have you looking?
Really, that's all on your wish list?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking maybe Reckoning, Kingdoms of Amalur. But I don't know. It's really I mean, the nice thing about Steam sales is like it's all like quick sales. Like, oh, what do you call that? Impulse buying.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Again, bringing back that whole like team competition thing, that has probably spawned a shitload of impulse buys from a lot of people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But so my wish list, number 1 on my wish list right now, Watch Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because in the faint hope that my team wins again and I happen to be one of the 30 who gets a free game, that should be the one. Because I'm not paying for Watch Dogs.
No, I don't blame you.
I don't know. I wanted to have better things to say about that game.
Well, I got a little bit of news on that one a little bit later. We can talk about it. Yeah.
Another one on my list, which I almost bought, and then I found out because it hasn't been released yet, you can, buy in early, doesn't count towards the competition and getting myself another card, is Valiant Hearts: The Great War.
Valiant Hearts: The Great War.
It's a Ubisoft game. It's kind of a Ubisoft artsy game. It's a kind of a cartoonish art style, about, I can't remember if it's World War I or II or some type of great war. And also, the reason I want to buy it is because there's a little puppy.
This little puppy.
There's a little puppy. He's a puppy.
Okay,
Looks like a little German Shepherd. Like,
yeah,
it's cute.
Wow, was released. Oh, it's early release.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's $15.
Oh.
That's actually a price I would jump into the game anyway. So if it was on sale, cool. It's not going to be on sale because they haven't even released it yet. So, but it's on my wish list just in case it happens to somehow magically go on sale.
It's on my wish list now too.
Yeah. Couple others. These are two more games that have not been released yet. Batman Arkham Knight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not released, so I can't buy it. And Gods Will Be Watching.
Yeah.
That's on my wish list. It comes out next month. I want to get it, but I can't. Which is kind of a shame. But,
that does look good.
Yeah, it looks really fun. So, meh, shmeh. And to anybody who doesn't buy The Wolf Among Us now, at the $8.49...
Slap yourself.
Yeah, you're doing yourself a huge disservice not buying that game.
Just get it.
By the time this podcast comes out, that game won't be on sale anymore, and you'll have missed out.
That's true, unfortunately. You might get the sloppy thirds that are, because it'll still be on.
Now there's 8 more days?
Yeah.
8 more days. South Park Stick of Truth. Oh man, that one's still $40.
Yeah, no, it's not deep enough.
Ew. If it goes 75% off, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I almost picked up Sleeping Dogs for $4.
Yeah.
Almost. And then I remembered, I'm like, I remember watching the playthrough on that, and, beginning to end, and I'm like, I don't really need to do it now. Meh. There's a few other ones like Betrayer, Lone Survivor, Metro Complete Edition, or Last Light Complete Edition. Actually, that's a very fun game.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's on sale for just under $7, holy shit.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
But I gotta say, Steam is killing it this year, because those Summer Adventure trading cards, and just all the microtransactions, and it's also when you complete other trading card packs to create a badge, you also can get points for your team and stuff like that. So people are buying up the remaining trading cards from other events or other games and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, Steam. Really, really, really smart. I bet you this is probably going to be their most profitable summer sale.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I would not have any doubt about that. And
even with all the discounts.
I was not actually looking forward to this one just based on the spring sale wasn't that great.
Yeah.
No. I thought, okay, well, if that's going to be the standard now for sales, I'm just
not only that, but I mean, I was hard pressed to think of any games that I would have even been interested in. And
yeah.
I mean, judging by my list.
Yeah, I know, and and that's the other thing too. Now we're talking about it, and there's a few more on my list now too. So
yeah. And even when you scroll to the bottom, there's the top sellers, the under 5, the under 10. Sometimes it's fun to just click through those, the under 5. You click on that, and then you start going through, and it's like, you know what? That game's a few bucks. Sure.
Yeah.
And that's how I've ended up with a few of the games on my list, where it's like, yeah, that looks interesting enough.
It's not gonna break the bank for sure.
Yeah. Surgeon Simulator was on for $2.50 or $2.49. I was like, it's still too much, man. If it's $1, I'll buy it.
Yeah, if it was free, I'd get it. But that's about it. I think I've seen all I needed to see out of that one just on the crazy YouTube videos.
You can see all you need to see with it.
Trying to just put tools into the computer. I mean, yeah.
So, do you got any news? Any news?
I got a little bit of news. Yeah. First, go watch Team Fortress 2 Countdown on YouTube if you haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it yet?
2 Countdown.
Yeah. So every Team Fortress movie has been hilarious and awesome, and this one just takes the cake in my opinion. I don't want to spoil it for any of you guys out there, but the The theme is the Fortress team members face their own morality. And and Ashley Birch from the Hey Ash What You Playing series, she voices a character. The rumor is that this was actually supposed to be a pilot for the Adult Swim, that they were actually going to do a whole series, and
Really?
it just didn't really pan out because Valve just didn't really have time, I suppose, or something. There's not a lot of information, but yeah, this is one of the episodes from it, and it is just absolutely great. So check out Team Fortress 2 Countdown on YouTube.
Nice.
Okay, so you might have heard earlier last week that Watchdog had disabled, like Ubisoft had disabled optimized settings for the PC.
Oh, yeah. Like in the code, it actually said, do not enable these settings. It will cause the PS4 to melt.
Yeah. Well, actually, this was for the PC. And was it PS4? Did they mention?
They disabled the code, like, for all versions, because if that bit of code was enabled, it would cause the PS4 to melt.
Okay. So
the PC version got affected by this because of a PS4 flaw or something.
Right. So because of the Twitter was just a flame with saying that they wanted to have console parity with the PC and that Ubisoft was hobbling the quality of the PC to do it. But they just Ubisoft released a statement yesterday saying that it wasn't on purpose. It was like you said, it was because they were worried it was going to cause some hardware issues. However, on the PC, I guess they don't realize there's a slider you can set.
Yeah.
Like the ultra setting, it also affects performance issues. Just take that down to high instead of ultra. It's kind of for me, it's just the usual big corporate game bullshit. You know, that's why I'm just like standing back and watching all the rage of this and just kind of shaking my head like.
Well,
yeah,
because that has been brought to light, I'm having this suspicion that there might be a PC patch coming.
Yeah, that'll do things like add rain effects that look good.
Basically it'll just be disabling that flag or enabling that flag so people can play the new mode or the better graphic or something.
The 2012 E3 patch 2012. They're calling it.
Yeah,
I know, and it's a little bit. It's just kind of crazy that they would do that. I don't know, but it makes you think. Like, what are other developers doing the same thing?
Oh, I can almost guarantee it now.
Yeah, this is just par for the course.
Huh.
Let's see. Any other news? I guess if you like Dwarf Fortress, if you play that, they've released a 3D isotropic sort of or isometric view.
Really?
So you can look at it. So it kind of looks more like more three-dimensional rather than ASCII. So that's out there now. What else?
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, actually, I did check out Dwarf Fortress a few months ago and didn't like it, but I might give it another shot because of this. Because it looks interesting.
Nice.
That's all the news I got. Yeah.
I was trying to think if there was any news worth mentioning on my end, but I haven't really found anything that's worth mentioning.
No, not really much on the Intertron.
No, I mean it's still a little bit of post E3 hangover, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody blew all their news loads, and now it's just kind of like, I need a nap. Oh God. So, what are your thoughts on the on all the shovelware bullcrap that's in Steam nowadays?
Well, I mean,
like if you go to new releases, for example, you're gonna see like 100 different DLC packs for the Loop Loft and like the Mighty Quest for Epic Loot or Latail Pet Package and bass loops and dubstep add-ons and cinematic effects and
a lot of those things are free to play as well. Like there's just tons of free to play. You gotta pay to unlock certain features, and I think they're kind of opening it up like Facebook. Maybe they just realize like Facebook has made a fortune off of their game they're by opening up their what do you call that? I don't know, their environment, I suppose.
Yeah, but
for
like
gaming.
for example, the Loop Loft. Each one of these DLC like drum loop packs, for example, $25, $29, $19. Are you fucking kidding me?
Huh.
It's driving me nuts, man. Because like you used to be able to kind of just go through the Steam store and just kind of scroll through things and whatnot. Now because it's getting chock-a-block filled with all of these extra like add-on DLC, like not even games. They're just plugins for apps.
Yeah.
It's really killing the store in that regard for me.
Yeah, I know. They really have to do a better job of filtering that stuff out. And when that comes up to, the oil kind of comes to the surface, you just kind of go, ew, what is this crap? It never really affected me too much because when I do a search on Steam, I just go,
what you're looking
RPG or strategy. But yeah, I think that if if that's not the case, you could really be hoodwinked by some of this shovelware, as you said. Yeah.
And there's plenty of it.
Well, that's why I say, and I'll say it again, everybody has to listen to the Backspace.ca, and we will steer you in the right direction, so you don't make those crappy purchases.
We'll tell you what's good and what's not.
You listen to us, and we'll tell you what to buy.
Yeah. So out of all the games you installed, what's been your favorite so far? The ones that you bought.
Definitely Banished. Banished. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I really, actually, I have it on pause right now. I was up till about 4 a.m. last night playing it, which is
really
cool. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've delved into a game like that. This is sort of my version of Spelunky. It's procedurally generated. Everyone's different. You expand until you get what you want out of it, and then you move on. Like you start a new game, or that's it. There's also achievements in it too. So, if you get to 300 people without having education to do it, you get an achievement.
That is an achievement.
Yes. That's actually a lot harder because stupid people don't do it very well.
Well, actually, if you're able to invent alcohol,
yeah,
you'll hit that number pretty quickly.
Yeah. Everybody has their best ideas with alcohol. And the thing is, it is just like olden days. So as soon as the kids hit 11, that's it. They're out of the house. They're working the fields or they're getting married. So I actually have an 11-year-old brewer. He's working my brewery. He's the best brewer in town. Nice.
Oh, another thing I should mention is the Tomb Raider. The DLC pack for all the DLCs is on sale right now for like $9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, get that game.
Now is a really good time to pick up DLC packs too, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to pick up the BioShock one, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
Yeah, that game is great. I can't wait to go back into that universe.
And oddly enough, the game I've still been playing the most lately, fucking Spelunky, man.
Yeah, I saw it. But out of the ones that you just bought, which ones do you like?
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly look through my list here. The ones that I've bought that I've played. Metal Slug 3 was good.
Yeah.
Skullgirls was kind of interesting.
You like fighting games? I didn't know you were into.
You would think that I wouldn't be, but oddly enough, it they're pretty good. Skullgirls, though, the combos and the movements and stuff, I need to find like one of those move charts or whatever that tells you how to do all your specials and shit. Because, yeah, I don't know, man. I may kind of like those games, but unless I know the moves, I suck at them. And I got my ass handed to me on easy by the first two opponents, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah.
And this is easy?
I just don't know about playing a fighting game on a PC.
No.
Something wrong with that.
But I was actually gonna buy a 2-pack, so I could give a copy to one of my Steam friends, so I could be like, all right, let's beat each other up online. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
But I didn't. So. But probably the one I've enjoyed most so far is Year Walk. I don't know why. It's artsy. It's quiet. It's kind of makes you feel tense, but at the same time, it's kind of soothing at the same time.
Those are good games too. Sometimes you just want to get off work, don't want to think about too much, just jump into a game.
Well, that's the bonus. I mean, you can turn your brain off for this, for the most part. I mean, it's got some puzzle elements to it, but you don't have to think too hard. But it's like a quiet walk through a snowy forest.
Oh,
yeah. And that's basically what you're doing, a quiet walk through a snowy forest. But but you know how that experience in and of itself is really relaxing and soothing, and they've managed to capture that and make it a game.
Well, it's $2.99 right now, so I'm gonna pick that up right now.
Worst case scenario, you hate it and you're out $3. But I don't know. I liked it. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've got a shitload to play, man. Oh yeah, Battle Block Theater. That's low on my list of liked games too. I mean, ew, gross.
That's too bad.
But I mean, like Battle Block Theater, I got to play through that. BioShock Infinite, I got to play all the DLC now. I got to play The Cave. Got to play Demigod. Got to play the rest of Foul Play. Gone Home. Haunt the House. Jazz Punk. Kane and Lynch. Kentucky Route Zero. Mercenary Kings. Metal Slug 3. Mirror's Edge. Novelist. Psychonauts. 30 Flights of Loving. Stanley Parable. Skullgirl. Tom Clancy Splinter Cell Conviction. Year Walk. And I think there's a few that I haven't even installed yet that I got to play through too, like Far Cry 3 and whatnot. So
you got your work cut out for you, man.
I do.
Yeah.
And
it's not work though. That's the nice thing.
No, it's fun. The thing is, do I want to make videos out of all these, or I just want to like play them?
Yes.
That's the thing. Like, I would love to make videos for the site and all that, but at the same time, I just want to play the game.
Yeah. I just I'm the same way. I don't like having to. I mean, I like it for when I'm in it. Like I'm talking about playing and seeing. If I can give tips to people, I'd like doing that. But really, yeah, I just kind of like to turn off my brain, just turn off everything, just delve right into a game. Especially one like Year Walk, which looks like it's really engrossing.
It is.
And not necessarily talk or have to do commentary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
But who knows? I mean. Part of me wants to do it, part of me doesn't. But I don't know. I might stream some of these, and at least when you're streaming, you're kind of performing at the same time.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of these games are not streaming games, but I can see some of these will be. So we'll see.
Cool. I'll look forward to that if you do put it out there. And I gotta play Rage. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I gotta play that one. Maybe I will put that one on the video. I have no idea what that game is. What to expect, and I'm just gonna put it up there raw. I'll call it the Backspace Raw.
I'm just gonna look this up here. Wow, $9.99, huh?
Yeah,
you must have got that cheap. Oh really yeah, I did see this on a flash sale for $2.50.
It was, I guess so. It was like, all right.
Oh, I know what sold you.
What? The
post-apocalyptic girl in the short shorts wearing the goggles, leaning seductively against the wall.
That usually is what does it for me in pretty much every case.
Yeah. Next to the Cola Kong machine.
Right.
I don't know. Well, I'm looking through the screenshots and stuff. This doesn't look terrible.
I'm just not a huge fan of the FPSs.
It's a post-apocalyptic FPS action, and one of the tags, the community tags for it is underrated.
Okay.
So, it could be good. It's got a decent Metascore. 79 out of 100.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
No, that's like an 8 out of 10, basically. Mm-hmm. Well, that's another thing I was doing. I was kind of looking up like some of the Metascores for some of these games before I actually added them to my
Always
list.
A good idea.
I mean, Metacritic, it's one of those things. Do I put a lot of stock and weight into the Metacritic Metascore of a game? Not really.
No.
I mean, I also looked at some of the reviews by people, but a lot of them were just positive reviews with negative comments, and I'm like, why? What? Why would you do that? You're giving it a thumbs up, but you're saying shit about the game. So.
Yeah, I don't really get that either. I know what you mean.
But yeah. I don't know. I can see a few of these games will be good for videos. Like 30 Flights of Loving, that's definitely going to be a good little video game or video series. Well, actually, it'll be one video because that game's pretty short.
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, they're usually pretty quick. If it takes you an hour, you did it wrong. Yeah. So that's the Steam Summer Sale so far, man.
Yeah,
it's been good.
I agree. When you guys out there listen to this, hopefully there's some pretty awesome, still continuing to be some awesome sales out there, and I think we'll do a follow up to our follow up next week.
And even though Brian couldn't be here, I see at least one game that he's purchased as of recent, Gunpoint.
Yeah, probably on his mobile. He picked that one up.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I've seen him buying some games, so even though he's out of town in Saskatchewan,
it's probably a good thing when the Steam sale goes online. I'm gonna get the fuck out of town. Maybe just hear about what happened afterwards.
Hear about the aftermath and realize that you missed out on some really, really good discounts.
I've been involved with every single Steam sale since they've started doing them. So,
really?
Yeah.
Huh. I think I've done like 3. This will be either my 3rd or my 4th. I never really knew much about them before, and then Spencer of all people was the one who kind of turned me on to Steam sales. Every time there was one, he's like, "Dude, Steam sale!" I'm like, "Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
get this.
Cool."
Yeah.
Steam sale comes up, and I'm just like, "Give me all the games."
Yeah.
Like I think I've spent about $60 so far, most likely, which isn't a lot, but. So Team Fortress 2 Countdown. Gonna make sure you folks watch that. Maybe I might put it up on the site. Possibly, okay. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. If you want some games, we've listed off some good ones.
Yeah. Make sure you comment, and if you're watching this on YouTube, what are your favorite games? We'd like to hear it, and we'll talk about it on our show.
Comment on the YouTubes, on the website. Send us an email. We actually got another email from Mr. Darko, but we'll read that next podcast.
Yeah. Thanks again, Darko. What's his name? Darko?
Yeah.
I totally fucked that up. What is it?
Darko. Yeah. Which officially is like the coolest name I've ever heard.
It is. It's awesome. It blows my mind every time I hear it.
But yeah, we're getting some feedback from a listener at least. But can't just rely solely on Darko for this. We know other people listen. Tweet us at our Backspace. Right? Yeah.
Loved it. Yep. And then we'll definitely respond.
Exactly. And not sarcastically either.
No. Well, maybe a little. Maybe
a little bit. But it'll be in jest. We really love our listeners.
All right. Well, thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you again next week.
See you later.
This cake looks good.